Rare sight, a tennis ball growing in a tree. Welcome back. So this week I've come to a local woodland just for something a little bit different. I'm going to talk about wide angle lenses and telephoto lenses and when the best time is to use each. To some of you this may be me preaching to the converted, but to others it might be a little bit of a help. So I'm just trying to find a composition so we can do this lens comparison. So at the minute we're looking at these. Now pardon me, I do not know what the trees are called, but just the texture in this is incredible. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm trying to find a composition in the mess that it is. So at the minute there's a tree behind, as you can see, and I'm trying to block that out with the trunks of that tree, which has given us that composition. So I've got this tree here, one there, the main tree in the middle, and then these two and this one leaning out. So that's only going to be doable with a 16mm lens. And then if I just turn round to the left, we've got something like that, where this tree sits in the outer third and then it leads us through up into this corner. I do like that, but I don't like this dead space here. So what I might do with that is just move myself to the left a little bit, move the tripod down and just take out some of that ground by lowering myself. So I'm going to take these two shots now. I'll be using the 16-35, and then I'm going to put a telephoto on and show you a scene. Hopefully, if I can find it, there's some silver birch in another part of the wood. I'm going to try and find that, and I'll show you why I won't be using the 16-35 and why I'll be using the telephoto on that one. So I've swapped the 16-35 over to the 80-200, the telephoto. Now, you might be wondering, Carl, why are you telling us this stuff? It's because I get asked quite a few times, actually, why I choose the lenses I use on these vlogs. So the long and short is, the 16-35 is, as you know, a wide angle lens. It's a wide angle zoom lens, so it has got certain ranges to it, but you might not always want the super wide look to a shot. So when, like the shot before, where I wanted to contain you know, a multitude of trees in one picture, that gave me the range that I needed and the composition. If I put the 80-200 on, it would have compressed everything, and I would have had to stand way further back, and I probably wouldn't have had all those 5 trees in shot. Would have had to probably have 2 or 3 in the shot. So the telephoto helps in situations like this, because we're in a grove now, and if I just found, the trees have been planted in like tunnels like this. So if I just look on the screen, that's the composition that I'm looking at, and as you can see, the lens has compressed the trees, so it's given us like a tunnel vision down there. That's how my eyes are looking at it, whereby if I use the 16-35, then we'd probably end up with a scene like that, and I want it to be compressed and down a little tunnel like that, and that's where I have to put the telephoto on to compress the scene. So one more thing to consider when you're shooting in trees, which is the movement of the foliage. So it is very windy today. It's very blustery down here. Even though I'm in nice cover, it's just really blustery. Every single leaf in this grove is moving. So to combat that, my shutter speed is extremely fast. I haven't got any water, I haven't got any well, I haven't got any sky or anything like that to compete, so I can raise the ISO, which will bring my shutter speed really fast, make the shutter speed really fast, sorry. So the leaves will be frozen, and it really is just a scene of trees and leaves. So you know, there's no other elements that I have to be worrying about. So I'll go ahead and take this shot. I did use the telephoto as well, a landscape orientation like that, and it still gives you that tunnel view, but having the camera in portrait just emphasises that the tunnel view and the way it's been planted a lot better. So upon leaving that crop of trees, I've come across, we've got the silver birch, and then there's a red bush, and then there's this yellow one. So using the telephoto, I'm basically gonna crop in to this area here, not my finger, in the background, and we're gonna have a silver birch, the red bush and the yellow bush in frame, in like a square crop. So I'll just show you that now. So by using the telephoto on around 180mm, you can see that it gives it a completely different perspective, and I can play around with zoom lengths and create different things. Right, so just a quick one this week. No lavish landscapes for me to get lost in, wet in or fall in. So it was just going on about the comparison and when to use it. I've had a few emails of a couple of people just asking me, you know, when I use different lenses. So the two I basically go for majority of the time. I've got the 24 to 70, which I never use. I'll sell that sometime. I've got the 50mm, which I use quite a lot, but the two main ones are the Nikon 16 to 35 zoom and the 80 to 200 telephoto Nikon. So those two scenarios today shows you why I was using two different lenses. I know it's simple to some, but to others it is a minefield. So thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already, give me a thumb as usual, and I will see you next Sunday.